Can you see me? Okay. Hello. Welcome to my home and car. If you're new here, my name is Karen. I'm headed to Dollar General because we are fresh out of paper towels. And if you've ever watched my channel, watch me clean anything, you know I use paper towels. So I also need super glue. I need shampoo. Just a few things. My daughter Crecia is trying to repair a jewelry box of hers and she wants super glue for that. So it's 10:30 in the morning. I had a coach call this morning. I finished editing and I have a video uploading right now. I have not done my morning routine, but I know I'm bringing my daughter Crecia to work because we're car short. And then my daughter Rachel and I are going to go to a store we have here in New England called Martin's because Rachel would like to make her very first quilt. So I'm excited about that. She's working her way through some new skills this year. She repainted a bureau and did like a Norwegian flowers. It's a certain style. It's called, and I can't remember what it's called. It came out beautiful. She learned to crochet. Last week she planted a flower garden from seed. So we'll see how that goes. And she's been finding new recipes that are Armenian recipes. My grandfather was first generation to the United States from Armenia, and so she has been doing some research on some Armenian recipes. So she's been delving into that, and now it's time to delve into quilting. So I'm super proud of her because she made some goals this year and she's working her way through those goals. So it's very cool. Anyway, I need to water my garden before I leave and hopefully get the dishes done. If no one beats me to it, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, maybe somebody will beat me to it. I have some laundry to do. I'm going to put in one load. I should have started that before I left. Oh well. I know I have one that's from the dryer that needs to be folded. And we'll see what we can find. Oh goodness, probably a year ago when I was going through my basement, I got rid of my quilting supplies. Wah, wah. Once in a while I get asked, do you ever regret getting rid of, decluttering? I guess overall, no. Once in a while you come up with something like that where you're like, oh, but to be honest, the cutting board was kind of warped just from storage, and rotary cutters, you need new blades. So even though, I'm going to have to buy a whole new cutter, I'll buy it for her. So I won't, so we'll see what size she wants to make so I know what size board she needs. But it won't be mine. It'll be her supplies. That makes me feel a little bit better because, she'll take it with her someday or however that works out. So yeah, it's a cloudy, cool day. Oh, I would love to get back to my gardening if I have time today and get my lettuce planted. If that's too much of a job because I have the vertical tower, I could at least do my pepper plants. I did my cilantro yesterday. I put that in a pot, which I can show you. I need to decide. My chamomile has taken off. So I need to look at it and decide. I need to look at how to harvest it. Oh, I should see if they have a tea ball at Dollar General. Oh, I hate trying to find those little tiny things, but I guess it would be in the kitchen supply. I need to read up on how to harvest the chamomile so we can make some chamomile mint tea because I have apple mint and I have sweet mint. It's just so exciting. So exciting. Oh, I should really plant my marigolds too. So, all right, I'm going to go to Dollar General. I'll show you if I find anything interesting. And we'll just kind of see how far I can work us through this day before I collapse. I actually didn't sleep last night, so I'm on a few hours of sleep. So I'm just going to do what I can do and be happy with that. And when I'm done doing what I can do, I'm going to stop doing. And I'm going to relax and rest and not feel bad.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to
Dollar General. I got 3 of these. They were $1 a piece. I figured they would get me to shopping day, grocery shopping day, and then I got myself some Dove shampoo. Oh, my daughter Creasy wanted super glue to repair a jewelry box, and then I wanted twine for my garden. I want to make a homemade trellis for my cucumbers, and I wanted to get twine, but this they had in like the crafting section at Dollar General, coiled wire. So it is like twine, but let's see, take a piece. Can you see? Okay. Yep, can you see? That's wire. So I thought, boy, that would make it easy to do a trellis. And I want to say maybe they were $3 each. And then I got this cute little vase. Some of my pansies are like bending over, so I thought for $3, it'd be nice to be able to put some on my windowsill. So next I'm going to get my dishwasher filled from last night's supper. People were just like fixing their own, and some people cleaned up, some people didn't. So I'm going to empty the dishes, fill the dishwasher. Robin's making scones because that's how he relaxes and takes his breaks. So more stuff is happening. So I'm going to get the dishes done, and then for a reward, I'm going to go out and water my plants. Oh, let me show you what I have. It's a cool breezy day, thus the sweatshirt. I might have shown you these already. Whoops, watering can symbols. So each one is fertilizer for 1 watering can. So you can do this every 7 to 14 days, and I'm going to do it today and mark it on the calendar so I know I did it. I'm going to go out and do that, and then if I have the energy, I might actually get planting. Okay, so nobody surprised me by doing the dishes for me. And I realized that if I don't do them now, I'm really going to regret it. So before I go out to water, I am going to do these dishes, and it turned out to be a very good idea because once I'm outside, I really don't want to come in. So if I don't do these things first, it's going to be very late in the day before they get done. Oh my goodness, I used to be putting these dishes away like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and boy, have I ever changed. Everything is for a reason and a season. So my season is different right now, and I'm trying to go with the flow. And that's just something I would like to pass on to you. So often, we might get into what we would consider the ideal morning routine. We're just so happy that we're doing it. And sometimes you just have to, all the time, when that's not working anymore, it's so much better to just shift the plan rather than feeling bad about what you're doing. It's easy to feel guilty that you don't do your dishes until 11 o'clock in the morning, or feel guilty that you didn't get them done the night before because you were too tired. So I feel like that's just wasted energy. If we just go, okay, they were not done and now they need to be done, so I'm going to take some time now and I'm going to get them done. So half an hour later, the dishes are put away. The next load is in the dishwasher, and the dishwasher is happily chugging along. The dishwasher doesn't know it was supposed to be started earlier. It's just such a shame that we waste so much time on feeling guilty about something like chores. I really do believe that cleaning your home and having it the way you want is self-care, okay? So if you're feeling guilty, would you ever feel guilty that you didn't give yourself a facial? Would you feel guilty that you didn't get to go get a pedicure or a manicure? No, you wouldn't feel guilty that you were so busy doing other things that you never got to the nail salon. So why do you feel guilty that you didn't get to your dishes until later in the day? Sometimes I get, and I do feel badly. Well, I struggle with the guilt thing, but all it does is lead to more anxiety. But I do struggle with the feeling of, oh goodness, I didn't get to this, and so now I have twice the work. Well, that's true, but put something good in your ears to listen to. and just plug away or put on a video and put your phone or your iPad somewhere you can see it. It's okay. We have pasta. We have brown sauce. We have lots of avocados. What? We have rice, we have beans. We have eggs, stuff for pancakes. A little mom life there where it's this whole, there's nothing to eat. It's kind of like opening your closet full of clothes and thinking, there's nothing to wear. And I feel that too sometimes. But the way we do it is you put your lunch and breakfast ideas on a grocery list and I buy those things. So if you don't put those things on the list, then you end up scrounging around. But I don't just buy random things because then they don't get eaten and I feel like I have wasted my money. And then later on, they think it's too old to eat. It's a vicious circle. The dishes are humming along, and now we can go outside and play. So I'm just cutting the top off. I don't know what the neighbor's dogs are so upset about. Cutting the top off, putting it in there. Letting it dissolve. I'm going to stir it with a stick. Actually, even better. Get off any that look like they're dying. So the plant can use its energy on the good ones. Hello?
You scared me. Whoa. What you doing?
I am watering my plants with my friends. Get some food. No, you were upstairs. There's no food up there.
Girl, I was making my bed. I'm cleaning up there.
Oh, that's good.
Making room for my kimchi man.
Maybe Dad would have some good food ideas for you. Bye. I don't know what to say. Make yourself some pancakes.
Make us some pancakes. Girl, we don't got the whole milk.
You can use oat milk. It's just as creamy.
Can you not look at me like that? I'm just trying to get some lunch, okay? Look somewhere else. Ramen noodles. When I say ramen noodles, I mean Thai noodles.
Well, you should write Thai noodles or you'll end up with ramen. You could use a package of Rachel's ramen for Thai noodles.
Not a bad idea.
I'll get the dead ones first, and then I'll do some to bring inside for my little vase. So it's these ones that are just like kind of laying down. These are the ones that are coming inside with me. And I'm just going slow and taking my time, and that's why I love doing this so much. It's in a hurry.
Wow. Good morning. What? Are you going to see your brother? Wow, that's so cute.
Isn't it?
Where'd you get that at?
Our little pansies out front. It's gonna make me happy when skies are gray. It makes me happy
Why are we being
when
cheesy?
skies are gray. I'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Okay, right here.
Yeah, I don't think your subscribers want to hear that.
They love me.
Girl, that's what I thought about my other cat. I'm kidding. And this is what it looks like. As you guys can tell, I got that from my front yard, and I got the rest from Dollar General. So please subscribe down below. Thank you.
And there's this little beauty.
What are those called? Peony?
Roses. All right, who can tell me what should I do with this? Is this something that I should be taking and rooting? You know, and if so, how would I do that? Please let me know. There is a lot I don't know about gardening. When I see all the petals on the ground that I pull off, it feels like a wedding. Round 2 coming at ya. This mess is all getting cleaned up today. But meanwhile, we can water this beautifulness. This is cilantro. Cilantro. Bleeding hearts. Best they've looked in years. and daylilies. Also, best they've looked in years. I got to decide where I'm going to put my new ones. I get new ones every year. So one of these days, this is just going to be overfilled with daylilies. Now all of this mess, gardening stuff, and this is all going out back for our next phase of planting. This is full of wood soot, so I'll probably continue filling it and then bringing that back. We're out back now, ready to water, and I'm starting to get hit with stomach cramps, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. But I was just kind of going slowly because I have this on double speed, and I'm just going to keep going for right this minute, hoping that it goes away. But I do really love watering my plants, and I really wanted to be able to finish doing that. Look at those beautiful rose blooms. I'm so happy with it. Also, I just want to say, while I'm thinking of it later in this video, you'll see me saying, oh, I wish I would remember to put gloves on. But I was talking to my daughter Rachel, and I was telling her that I had seen a little ad saying that if you don't use gloves, it's kind of like a grounding thing, when you walk barefoot, how they say it grounds you, but it's supposed to help with serotonin levels, and it's supposed to really help you with anxiety to actually get your hands in contact with dirt. All right, I just took like an hour break, actually. I was having terrible stomach cramps. I don't know what was going on. It just felt strange. So I took an hour. I watched something on Netflix, and I feel a lot better. And I'm going to try to finish the watering before I have to bring Yvonne to work. One more fertilizer. I feel like the fertilizer mixes in better if you put it in when there's just a low amount of water, and then as it fills up, it mixes. So yes, I had to just say uncle, and I had to go and take a break because of those stomach cramps, and they did go away on their own. I did have stomach flu, I think 2 weeks ago, and then Yvonne caught one, but hers was different from mine, and I almost wonder if I have a touch of hers because she had some stomach cramps that kind of feel like mine. Honestly, it felt like there was a boulder in my stomach, is really how it felt, like heaviness, and it hurt. But when I sat down for an hour and I had some water, I felt better. So I don't know, maybe I was a little bit dehydrated, but I have had a little bit of trouble bouncing back. But in fairness, my son got married in North Carolina, so we went to North Carolina. I wasn't home very long, and I went to Vermont for the weekend because my oldest son was there. And then I feel like there was one more thing when I came back, But also then I got stomach flu, and oh boy, I'm just finding it takes me a little bit longer to bounce back from things than it used to when I was younger. And let me know if you are feeling the same. Well, I'm thinking to tell you my daughter Rachel wasn't feeling well today, and so she wasn't up to going to Martin. And then Yvonne overslept and missed her first appointment of the day. So she had to work at 3, and then Crecia had to work at 1. I was going to bring Crecia to work, but that's like 45 minutes away, whereas Yvonne works 15 minutes away. So because Yvonne wasn't going to her first appointment that was further away, I had Crecia take the car, and I will take Yvonne to work. So I didn't have to leave earlier. I didn't have to leave till later, which ended up working out great since I didn't feel that great, because it's Yvonne has to work at 3. It's 2:36 right now. So I got the watering completed, the dishes done, the bed made. Now I'm going to switch over laundry, and if there's some folding I can do before I leave, I will. So, don't you ever have days where it's just the basics? So that's what today has ended up being. I didn't sleep well last night, so I'm just getting the basics done, and that was my goal. And I know my husband wants also to get the lettuce planted. So maybe when he gets out of work, we will do that. When I get back from bringing Yvonne, if I'm feeling up to it, and we have a dinner plan, which I don't have right now, I could do the peppers. I have these sweet peppers I got. Oh, and cucumber. And I want to gather sticks. I want to make a homemade trellis. I probably won't make the trellis today, but I could definitely get the sweet peppers planted, and I could even get the cucumber planted because it's not going to need a trellis right away. So we'll just see what we do. Every time I get something done, and then I go, do I feel up to it? If I feel up to it, I'll get something else done, and if not, I'm going to give myself permission to rest. And I hope you give yourself permission to rest. It's easy when we're younger to let our value be wrapped up in our productivity. And, as you get older, you realize that's just not where it's at, man. It's about who you are. It's your character. It's how you treat people. That's where that's where it lies. So anyway, we'll see what we can get done. And then we'll just keep on going. Oh, I just saw some weeds here, so I thought I would just grab them as I'm walking by. Get them raked up. Hello? Yes. I know, right? Okay, time for me to figure out what I'm doing. What pots are getting what plants. These are spacers, so Those are nice too. I bought these, but I'd really rather use the sticks and pine cones, to be honest. These, this. I feel like putting a pepper in each of these is kind of a waste of space. What does this say? 18 to 24 inches apart. So I guess I would have to. So 1, 2. I'm going to experiment. I'll put 2 in one of these just to see and compare, and then I'll know for next year. And then my cucumber is going to go in this green one. Here is our tower that we got at Lowe's. And so you can see, you can do 4 plants on each level. So I actually could probably get more. And then this was a handle from when we had a pool for the skimmer. And it said for extra support, you could put a pole in it. So that's what my husband did. I thought that was smart. So we have, what's this? Stevia. That, I think, boy, actually, it's small. So I guess I would put it there. Stevia. And then I have this kale. Oh, yeah, because so we would put 1 in each. I got 6 kale. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. I count because sometimes whatever's in there is dead. So, okay, 6. So, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What was this? Collards. Okay, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17. These are huge. 18 and 19. Actually, there's 2 in there. 20. And then we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I have exactly 20 plants. But I think those larger lettuces are going to have to go on top. Then the kale, the next one down, like I feel like the smaller the plant gets, the lower it'll be on the tower. So I feel like these, boy, is that dry. They're going to need to go here. And then maybe this one, because this is just one. Yeah. This one will divide up. Put 1 here and 1 there. So that was 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12. Yeah, that's right. That's right. 20. Got these. I think they were $3 at Dollar General. I thought maybe we could put this one here because that's pretty big. If you ever need to move it, it'd be easier if it was up on those. So I thought I'll try one. Actually, I tried 2 and to see what I think. So let's get some pine cones to go in the bottom of my pots. And I think now that my violets have bloomed and are past, I can get the weed whacker and just weed whack them. I'm not sure how pine cones end up way over here. The closest tree is on the other side of the deck. I'm also going to do some pine cone crafts. I have so many pine cones, so you can stay tuned for that. If you're new, you might want to subscribe so that YouTube will let you know whenever I upload that video. You can grab sticks too, because that can go in the bottom as well.
That's me getting distracted. There's 0 bugs out here, and it's because the dragonflies came. They all hatched, and they get to munching, and then I don't have mosquitoes unless I'm out, or gnats, unless I'm out real early or after dusk. All right, here's a good start. So you see these, have you ever seen these at like Lowe's? It goes pretty far down, so it doesn't save you too much. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll put these on top of that. Twigs also work. Oh, I need to go get my soil. Hang on. I got tired and I never got it, so I'll go get it out of the front yard. I was also grabbing sticks along the way. And I forgot I have earthworm casting. But I might reserve that for the greens. I can hear an owl in the background. Can you hear that? So whatever gets on the bottom, I don't worry about too much. It's more about what's around the plant. My little dollar store shovel. Of course, now the world's gonna make a liar out of me and the bugs are coming in. This is a sweet pepper, it said, but they were small. Like the picture on them had like small peppers. Maybe I will do a little bit of worm casting around the roots. I don't want to use a lot because I want to save it. Apparently, there can actually be worms in this too, which kind of grosses me out. But it's literally worm poo. So I'm going to do a layer of worm poo for fertilizer. I should have gloves on. I don't know why I never think to get gloves. Alright. I'm going to use too much. I didn't buy a lot. And then here's my topsoil. This one's Scott's. I always just get whatever one's the cheapest wherever I go, honestly. It says it adds organic matter and sphagnum peat moss to existing soil. Man, it's hard to dig into. Maybe I should combine it with this. And then once I get all of these up on the deck, I can rearrange them and make the deck look very pretty. I'll show you where my deck box is. I really want to turn it. Alright, now to the tippy top. I don't mind putting more of the junk soil, the used soil from other, see? from other years. Hopefully we have more of this because I can see myself running out. I bet we do. There. One pepper. In today's video, somebody said I should paint rocks because I have so many. And it's so funny because I actually got the paint in the mail today. I got patio paint and then I got the acrylic pens. So I'm going to. And remember how I was talking about naming my roses? Well, I'm going to name all of my plants. You guys gave me so many great ideas. So when I get started painting rocks, I'll be naming all of my plants. I kept screenshots of all the ideas you gave me, like Lucy and Ricky and Laverne and Shirley. So then, you know, if you don't see the idea you gave me, you can tell me, and we'll just, if I don't have a plant, I'll buy a plant. All right, I want to show you, it says Carmen. I actually got these at a discount place, but that said organic. See? It says red sweet peppers for frying, fresh eating, great in pots. Plant in full sun, 18 to 24 inches apart, in rows 24 to 36 inches apart. And so that tells me I probably shouldn't have 2 in one pot, but we're going to live on the wild side. I'm going to put this in the other one before I lose it. Don't you love it when your hands are full of dirt and somebody texts you? All right, this is the one where we walk on the wild side into a double pot, double pepper pot, double pepper pot. Oh, I need more pine cones.
I hope you don't mind me putting in my little random thoughts as we go through, but it all has kind of a common thread of just giving yourself grace, doing what you can, not feeling guilty about what you can't. And for me, I had said in another video, it's been a long time since I've actually spent money on the yard, you know, more than just putting a pot of flowers at the front door. And this year. I'm thankful I was able to do that. If I wasn't, I would probably be digging up ferns, which I plan to do anyway. Beth confirmed that I could just put a bunch of ferns into one pot to make it look kind of full. So I will be doing that. But anyway, finding hobbies, and that for me, I do better if it's a productive hobby that I enjoy, really helps to focus my mind onto something positive and off things I get anxious about.
All right, that's probably good.
I have 7 children, ranging in age from 17 to 30. I have 2 grandchildren and 3 daughter-in-laws. So, you can guess that there's always something to be worried about. And then there's my own stuff, my own health, my own energy levels, and going through the changes that you go through I'm in my 50s. I'm going to be 59 here next week. And it's probably not a surprise to you that I'm changing. I'm going through all the changes that you go through with menopause. My doctor says I'm actually post-menopause or considered to be post-menopausal. And I can tell you, if you've not been through it yet, that you are going to perhaps go through a lot more anxiety than what you're used to. It's kind of like puberty again, where your body is unrecognizable. The things that you enjoy and don't enjoy are different. Your sleep patterns are ever changing. There's just a lot to roll with. And if you're not gentle on yourself, and if you have the same expectations that you had when you were in your 20s and 30s, you are just going to hit a wall. So it's so important that in this time of life, you and I find ways to roll with it and to take better care of ourselves than we ever took care of before.
This one has a little flower.
It's been really critical for me and my husband, I see it in him too, as we grow older, to keep learning, to keep growing, to keep expanding into new areas. There's some things that we've had to leave behind that maybe we can't do anymore, but there's other things that we're able to pick up in its place. And I find myself gravitating to more simple, quiet pleasures. I am more of an introvert than I ever was before.
And my little reminder of what it is. Boop. So I make a nice rock label. Ugh. I need to hose these down too. Maybe tomorrow. Alright. Might need stakes for these. But if I need stakes, I'm using sticks. Alright. Mr. Cucumber. And then tomorrow I definitely need to make a, ooh. I need to make a, trellis for my cucumber. Alright, this is a smaller pot, so I'm just going to use the soils on this one. Partly because I'm out of pine cones and I don't really want to gather anymore. Oh, baby. This was Yvonne's cucumber plant. She wanted one. I thought she was going to plant it, and then she was like, have you planted my cucumber yet? And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, piece of a seashell. I did that. Alright. I think I'm going to put him nearer to the side since it's going to be trellised. Unless I stick the trellis. No, I'm going to put him near the side because the trellis is probably going to be coming up from the ground. I don't even know yet. So, just in case. This baby was a little pot bound. I always have an itch when I'm dirty. Alright, so this will use up, pretty much I used up 1 bag of soil, which leaves a whole bag for the greens. So that's good. I won't need that much. Maybe I'll only use topsoil in the greens tower. All right. Now, this I know wasn't allowed to be near something I've got. Ugh. So I need to read up on it. I got hair in my mouth. All right.
I hope my thoughts today and the things that I'm doing around my home were an encouragement and a motivator for you, because I love you very much and I am confused by some of the changes I'm going through. And so if you are too, you should know you're not alone. My husband and I did end up planting the lettuce. We did it in the evening, and I am going to save that. You'll see that, I think, in 2 days. I think I'm going to do some decluttering, organizing in the house for tomorrow's video, because I don't want to do gardening every day in every video. I want you to have a variety of things because I don't know what you're doing in your home. But I want to continue to be an encouragement, especially for those who are in the stage of life that I am in, where we are growing older. And if you're younger, I hope you'll stick around and that we can be a help and I don't want to say a warning, but we can help you to know what is coming so that you can be prepared for it and not confused by it. So this is what I have for you today. Oh, so much more is coming in the way of garden design and walkways and decluttering inside. So if you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll do so. And remember, as always, God loves you, I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.